All right. Good evening, everyone. Can someone confirm whether I'm audible? Am I audible? Yes or no? Hello. Am I audible? Right. Today, so we are going to discuss a past paper again, right? So this is 2024 Western Province term test paper. We'll go through each and every question and let's refresh our knowledge about what we have learned so far. All right. Is everyone ready? Can we start? We can write. Okay. Right. All right. First question is to simplify, right? So shall we simplify the given the sum, right? So here we have 10 plus 4 times 3. So when it comes to this question, we have two different mathematical operations. Addition and multiplication, right? If you can remember, so what is the mathematical operation we have to do first? What is the first mathematical operation we have to do? Yes, we have to do the multiplication first. So the 4 times 3 is 12, and for that we are adding this number 10. So 10 plus 12 is 22, right? So if you have addition and multiplication together, right? If you have addition and multiplication together, so we have to do the multiplication operation first. Hope you can remember, right? So if you have addition and subtraction, right, then we have to do addition first, then the subtraction. If you have subtraction and addition, then we have to do subtraction and then addition, whatever comes first, right? When it comes to division and multiplication, first do the division, then do the multiplication. If you have multiplication and then division, then you have to do the multiplication and then division, right? So the priority, addition and subtraction is having the same priority. Multiplication and division is having the same priority. But when it comes to, let's say, multiplication and addition, or addition and multiplication, you have to do the multiplication mathematical operation first. Agree? Clear enough? Right? So division and multiplication is the first priority, and then addition and the subtraction will be the second priority. Clear enough? Am I clear? Okay, right. Second question, find the value minus 5 plus minus 2, right? So the direction of both these numbers are the same direction, right? So we have to add negative 5 and negative 2 together. So the answer also will be a negative answer. Answer is negative 7, right? Can someone quickly tell me, can you quickly tell me answers for these questions? Mebalan, positive 7 plus positive 3. Then negative 7 plus negative 3. Positive 7 plus negative 3. Negative 7 plus positive 3. Right. Can you quickly write the answers for these questions? Can you quickly write the answers for these questions? Right. So tell me the answers quickly. Put your answers into the chat box. Quickly put your answers into the chat box. Go. Chat कर दान, हेमोटो पेन दान उत्तर टिक. First one, what is the answer? Pute, positive 7 plus positive 3. What is the answer? You can use the chat and you can share your answers. Right? Shalinta? Very good. May positive 7 plus positive 3 is positive 10. Answer is positive 10. Negative 7 plus negative 7 plus negative 3. Negative 7 plus negative 3. Answer is negative 10. Answer is negative 10. Positive 7 plus negative 3. Right? Now the direction are to the opposite directions. We have numbers into the opposite directions. May positive 7 and negative 3. So when you're looking at the number only, the 7 is the larger number. Without looking at the symbol, just the number only. 7 is the larger number. So you are putting the symbol of the larger number and then taking the difference between these two numbers. So positive 7 plus negative 3, answer is positive 4. Answer is positive 4. Right? Next one, negative 7 plus positive 3. Now what is the answer? Answer is negative 4. Alright? So these are the different 4 types of questions you can get when it comes to your the paper. Right? You need to check on how to represent answer on a number line as well. Can you remember how to get the answer using a number line? Right? Just go through the tutes again. Just go through the lesson again on the tute. Right? You should be able to know how to get the answer using a number line as well. Alright? Okay. Right. Alright. Next one. Next question, please. Right. Next question. Draw all the axes of bilateral symmetry in the figure. Right. So what are the axes of bilateral symmetry here? May balanna, if you fold this triangle using this particular line segment over this line segment, you will be getting a bilateral symmetric figure. If you fold it like this, then again you will be getting a bilateral symmetric figure. This one also there also you will be getting a bilateral symmetric figure. Right? So in total we have 3 axes of symmetry for a triangle. Right? So we have 3 axes of symmetry for a triangle. Pute, let me write the answer for question number 4 also here. Write the expression 5 into 5 into 5 into A into A. 5 into 5 into 5 into A into A in the form of indices. So 5 into 5 into 5 into A into A. Right? So 5 into 5 into 5 we can write using index notation as 5 to the power 3. A into A, we can write it using index notation as A to the power 2. So the final answer is 5 to the power 3, A to the power 2. 5 to the power 3, A to the power 2. That is the answer for question number 4. That is the answer for question number 4. Alright. Can I move on? Right. Moving on to the next question. Alright. Right. Question number 5. 13 over 20 ask us to write this fraction 13 over 20, ask us to write it as a decimal number, right? So we are asking us to write this fraction as a decimal number. So 20 is the denominator of this fraction. So I can very simply convert this the denominator 20 into 100 by doing what? We can multiply 20 by 5 so that I will be getting a denominator which is equals to 100. So I multiply 20 by 5. So since it is equivalent fractions, I have to do the same mathematical operation to the numerator as well. So I am multiplying 13 also by 5. So 13 times 5 gives you 65. So let's multiply it here, 13 times 5. So 13 times 5 is 65. The denominator is 100. So 65 over 100, we can write it as a decimal number. Answer is 0.65. Answer is 0.65. Who got the correct answer for this question? Raise your hand if your answer is correct on this question. Who got the correct answer? Who got the correct answer? You got the correct answer. Very good. Very nice. Right. Kids, moving on. Now find the perimeter of this figure. Right. This is actually a grade 5 scholarship examination question. Right. So I can remember these kind of questions are there in the scholarship examination as well. Right. Pute, what I'm going to do is, let's remove this line segment and let's connect it over here. And let's remove this line segment and we'll connect it over here. Asking us the perimeter of this figure. No? So we know the total length from here to here, that is equals to 10 centimeters. We know the total length from here to here, that is equals to 6 centimeters. Now it looks like a rectangle where the length is 10 centimeters and the breadth is equals to 6 centimeters. Length is 10 centimeters and the breadth is equals to 6 centimeters. Alright? Okay, so what is the perimeter of the figure? Perimeter of the figure equals 10 plus 10 plus 6 plus 6 all together 20 and here 32 centimeters. So the perimeter of the figure is 32 centimeters. 32 centimeters. Okay? Are we all clear? Yes. Right. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 6 done. Moving on, question number 7. Right. Question number 7. Arrange these numbers in ascending order. Arrange the fractions in ascending order. The first fraction is 3 over 4. Next fraction is 2 over 3. Next fraction is 5 over 6. Pute, for us to compare fractions, the requirement is either the numerator of the fractions should be equals to one another, right? Or else the denominators of the given fractions should be equals to one another. So that is the requirement. Here you go. So if you have, let's say we have a set of fractions like this, 1 over 7, 1 over 10, 1 over 5, right? So when you're looking at these fractions here, the numerator is equals to 1 in each and every fraction. So can you give a try and can you arrange these fractions, these 3 fractions? Who can arrange these 3 fractions in ascending order? Can you send me your answer? Who can arrange these 3 fractions in ascending order? What is the smallest fraction and what is the next one and what is the largest fraction? Send me your answers quickly. Tell me your answers quickly. Yes, Kulunu? Put a ascending order. You have written the fractions in descending order. What do you think? What is the smallest fraction out of these fractions? See, very simple. You have to think like this. Let's say we have two cakes in equal size. The first cake is will cut into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the second cake, we are dividing it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and dividing into 10 equal parts. And eating a piece of here, if you represent it as 1 over 5, eating a piece from this particular cake, right, it will be 1 over 10. So which is the larger fraction? What fraction will be the larger fraction? You tell me. What is the larger fraction? 1 over 5 is the larger fraction, right? So that means 1 over 10 is the smallest fraction. So larger the denominator, smaller the fraction, right? Then we have to have the same value in the numerator. If you have the same value in the numerator, then larger the denominator, fraction is getting smaller. So that is the theory. Alright. So what is the smallest fraction out of here? Smallest fraction will be 1 over 10. Next larger fraction is 1 over 7. The largest fraction is 1 over 5. Right? So this is how it is when it comes to equal numerators. Right? So if you have three fractions, let's say like this, 3 over 7, 2 over 7, 5 over 7. Now here in this case, denominator is a equal value. Denominator is equal in these three fractions. So can you arrange these three fractions in ascending order quickly? Let's arrange these three fractions in ascending order quickly. Tagala. Tell me your answers. Share your answers in the chat box. Share your answers in the chat box. What do you think? Now, if you consider these three fractions, Pute, what is the larger fraction? Out of these three fractions, sorry, what is the smallest fraction? What is the smallest fraction? Smallest fraction is 2 over 7. Next larger fraction is 3 over 7. Largest fraction is 5 over 7. So what we need to understand here is, right, if you given a set of fractions where the denominator is equal, then when the numerator is getting larger, the fraction is getting larger. Numerator එක ලොකු වෙන්න fraction එක ලොකු වෙනවා denominator එක එකම value එක නම් තියෙනවා. Right? Now if you have a set of fractions where the numerator is equal but the denominator is different values, then the largest denominator will be the smallest fraction. Smallest denominator fraction will be the largest fraction. That is the theory. Right? Now the question is, now when it comes to these three fractions, we don't have equal denominators, we don't have equal numerators. Now in this kind of a situation, what we have to do is, using the least common multiple, we first have to find out the least common, we have to find out a common denominator. That common denominator will be the least common multiple of these three numbers. So when it comes to 4 and 3 and 6, what is the least common multiple of 4 and 3 and 6? You just quickly need to tell me the answer. What is the least common multiple of 4 and 3 and 6? What is the least common multiple? Who can tell me the answer? What is the least common multiple? Yes, the least common multiple is 12, right? Let's convert these fractions, right? I want you to convert, we have a little activity to do here, right? 4 over 3 into a fraction where the denominator equals to 12. And then I want you to convert this fraction to a fraction where the denominator is equals to 12. Then again, the other fraction also, I want you to convert 5 over 6 into a fraction where the denominator is equals to 12. Let's give a try on this question. Let's give a try on this question. Right? Okay, the next fraction is 5 over 6. Let's do a calculation. Let's do a change to the denominator and we'll convert that denominator into 12. Right? So what we have to do here? Multiplying both numerator and the denominator by 3. So 3 times 3, 9, 4 times 3, 12. We have one fraction. Here 3, let's multiply it by 4 and let's multiply 2 also by 4. 2 times 4, 8, 3 times 4, 12. 6 multiplying by 2, 5 is also multiplying by 2, 12. Now Pute, we have 3 fractions. Out of these fractions, 9 over 12 and 8 over 12 and 10 over 12. Now looking at these 3 fractions, can we arrange these fractions in ascending order? Yes. So the smallest fraction out of these fractions is, the smallest fraction is 8 over 12. Next larger fraction is 9 over 12. Largest fraction is 10 over 12. Now these are not the fractions which is given in the question. Then let's convert these fractions again into original fractions which is given in the question. So instead of 8 over 12, the fraction given in the question is 2 over 3. Instead of 9 over 12, the fraction given in the question is 3 over 4. Instead of 10 over 12, the fraction given in the question is 5 over 6. So this is the final answer. This is the final answer. Who got this correct answer? Who got this correct answer? Very good. Very nice. Alright. Alright, kids. Very good. Right. Shall we move on to the next one then? Shall we move on to the next question then? Right. Name a pair of parallel lines in the figure. Name a pair of parallel lines in the figure. So what is the pair of parallel lines you have in this figure? Yes, CD is parallel to AB is parallel to DC. AB line segment and DC line segment are the two parallel line segments. Right? Moving on, question number 9. Inuki's birthday is 12th October 2020. Tushmi is 2 years, 11 months and 11 days older than Inuki. Find Tushmi's birthday. Pute, now who is the older one? Who is the older one? Tushmi is older, right? She is 2 years and 11 months and 11 days older than Inuki. Now Inuki's birthday is 12th October 2020, right? Since how the Tushmi is older than this girl, Inuki, what we have to do is, in order to find Tushmi's birthday, I hope you are clear, we have to subtract, not add. We have to subtract 2 years, 11 months and 11 days. We have to get an year before 2020, no? Because Tushmi is older, no? So she should born earlier than Inuki. Okay? So 12 minus 11 is 1. You can't subtract 11 from 10. So let's bring 1 year from years column. So you will be having 2019 here and 12 months will be transferred into the months column. So 12 plus 10 altogether is 22. 22 minus 11 will be 11. 2019 minus 2 is 2017. So Tushmi's birthday is 1st of November 2017. 1st of November 2017. Agree? Am I clear enough? All good? Right. Moving on. Let's move on to the next question. Let's move on to the next question. Right. Right. Write the number that is 7 times more than half of the number represented by x as an algebraic expression. Right? Write the number that is 7 times more than half of the number represented by x as an algebraic expression. Write the number that is 7 times more than half of the number represented by x. Pute, we have a number which is x. Half of the number is x over 2. 7 times more than half of this number. So half of this number is this, 7 times greater. So that we have to multiply that by 7. Right? So we have to multiply that by 7. So if you want to write it simplified version, so it's x over 2 times 7. Otherwise that is equals 7x over 2. Otherwise that is equals 7x over 2. Alright? All clear? Anyone got the correct answer for this question? Is there anyone who got the correct answer for this question? Raise your hand if your answer is correct. Please raise your hand if your answer is correct for this question. Okay, very good, very nice. From the following statements, mark a tick in front of the correct statements and mark a cross in front of the incorrect statements. Mark a tick in front of the correct statement, mark a cross in front of the incorrect statements. Alright? Alright? If there is a reflex angle as an interior angle of a polygon, that polygon is a convex polygon. Right? What do you think? Convex polygon. If there is a reflex angle as an interior angle, that polygon is a convex polygon. What do you think? Is it a convex polygon or is it a concave polygon? If you have reflex angles inside the polygon as interior angles, is that a convex polygon? Now if you consider a polygon like this, let's consider a polygon like this, right Pute? Now in this polygon, inside this polygon we have a reflex angle. What kind of a polygon is this? Is this a convex polygon or is this a concave polygon? Who can tell me the answer by switching on your mic? Tisev? Tisev, I didn't hear you. All right, okay, right? So this is a concave polygon, right? So this is a concave polygon. This is a concave polygon, right? If it is a convex polygon, we do not have reflex angles as interior angles. We don't have reflex angles as interior angles when it comes to convex polygons. Okay, so this is wrong, right? If there is a reflex angle as interior angle of a polygon, that polygon is a convex polygon. That is wrong. Polygons are regular polygons when all the sides and all the angles are equal. That is correct. When it comes to a regular polygon, in a regular polygon, all the sides are equal to one another, all the angles are equal to one another, right? When it comes to a regular polygon, all the sides are equal to one another, all the angles are equal to one another. Alright? So this is correct. A rhombus is a regular polygon. What do you think? Is a rhombus a regular polygon? Rhombus is a polygon like this. All the sides are equal to one another, but angles are not. Right? Angles are not. Therefore, rhombus is not a regular polygon. Right? Question number 12. Question number 12. The length and the width of a cuboid wooden block with the volume 240 cubic centimeters is 12 centimeters and 5 centimeters respectively. Find its height. Asking us the height. Right. Let's try to draw a cuboid. Right. There's a cuboid like this. Let's say we have a cuboid like this. Right? Hari shape. Right? In this cube, the length is 12 centimeters. Length of the cuboid is 12 centimeters. And the width of the cuboid is 5 centimeters. Let's assume for the moment. Find its height. Volume is given. Volume of a cuboid is equals to volume of a cuboid is equals to length into breadth into height. The product of length and breadth and height gives you the volume of the cuboid. So the volume is 240, length is equals to 12, breadth is equals to 5, asking us the height. So now it became a simple equation where we do not know the value of one term, we can which is we can find out. All right. Right. So 12 times 5 times h. 12 times 5 times h is equals 240. So 12 times 5 is 60 times h equals 240. Let's divide both the sides of this equation by 60 to find the value of h. So 60 divided by 60 in the left hand side is 1. So you will be only having h in your left hand side. 240 divided by 60 is equals 4. Therefore, the height of the cuboid is equals 4 centimeters. Therefore, the height of this cuboid is equals 4 centimeters. Do you all agree? Is that clear? Is that clear? Alright. Who got the correct answer? Please raise your hand if your answer is correct. Please raise your hand if your answer is correct. Got it? Very nice. Very good. Moving on. Right. Kids, solve this equation. Very easy question it seems to be. May 5x minus 2 is equals to 13. So first what we have to do is remove the terms which is connected with addition and subtraction. Right? So let's first remove the terms which is connected with addition or subtraction. So I'm going to remove this now minus 2 from my left hand side by adding 2 to both the sides, adding 2 to my right hand side as well. So minus 2 plus 2 is 0. But 5x is equals to 15. 5x is equals to 15. Now we have to eliminate this number 5 from left hand side. 5 and x is connected with a multiplication symbol. Opposite mathematical operation for multiplication is division. So let's divide 5x by 5 and let's divide 15 also by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. You will be only having x in your left hand side. 15 divided by 5 gives you 3. Answer equals to 3. X is equals to 3. Right? Clear? Correct? Right. Moving on, question number 14. name the center and the diameter of the given diagram. Name the center and the diameter of the given diagram. So what is the center of this circle? We have given a circle and asking us the parts of this circle, right? So what is the center of the circle? Center. What is the center of the circle? Yes, the center of the circle will be O. And what is the diameter? So what is the diameter? Diameter of the circle is AC. Here, the distance you have from this particular point to this particular point is calling as the diameter. This is the diameter of the circle, right? Who can name 3 radii of this circle? Who can name 3 radii of this circle? Can you name 3 radii? Radii කියලා කියන්නේ radius එකේ plural එක. Right? So AO is a radius. අහලා නැහැ නිකමට කියන්නේ ආ. Right? So what are the radii of this circle? Right? AO is a radius. BO is a radius. CO is also a radius. Right? So we have 3 radii for this particular circle. Clear? Is that clear? Right. Moving on, question number 15. Right. 5.243 have to multiply by 100. 5.243 have to multiply by 100. Right? So what happens? This decimal point, when you multiplying a number by 100, decimal point is moving towards your right hand side. Decimal point is moving towards your right hand side for 2 units. Right? So easy way to remember is 100 is having 2 zeros. Therefore, we are moving the decimal point towards your right hand side for 2 units. Right? So here, moving the decimal point towards your right hand side for 2 units, answer is 524.3. Correct? Answer is 524.3. Right. What happens when you dividing 342.5 dividing by 1000? 342.5 dividing by 1000. May 342.5 dividing by 1000. Now when it comes to division, right, when we multiplying numbers by multiples of 10, decimal point move towards your right hand side. Now when you dividing numbers from multiples of 10, what happens is decimal point is moving towards your left hand side. Now 1000 is having 3 zeros. So then let's move the decimal point towards your left hand side for 3 units. So then we have to put the decimal point and then the digits 3 and 4 and 2 and 5. So in front of this 0, in front of this decimal point, let's put a 0. So the final answer is 0.3425. Answer is 0.3425. Clear? That is question number 15. That is question number 15. Right. Multiplying a number with a multiple of 10. Dividing a number with a multiple of 10. All clear. Moving on. Right. The mass of a packet of biscuits is 450 grams. Mass of a packet of biscuit is 450 grams. If 8 such packets are packed in a box of mass 550 grams, find the total mass of the box. right? These questions are very easy questions, right? So don't get your marks, don't lose your marks for these kind of questions, right? So you have to read it correctly, and you have to understand the given information correctly, and then we have to write the answer. Pute. So we have biscuit packet. The mass of one biscuit packet is 450 grams, right? So we have 8 such packets: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. So each biscuit packet is 450 grams. Harada, each packet is 450 grams. Right? So the mass of a packet of biscuits is 450 grams. If 8 such packets are packed in a box, and the mass of the box is, now this is put into a box, and the mass of this box is 550 grams. So what is asking? Find the total mass of the box. Find the total mass of the box. Right. Let's find out the mass of biscuits. Right. 450 times 8. What is the answer? 450 times 8. What is the mass of all these biscuits? Right? Is that 3,600 grams? So the mass of all these 8 biscuit packets is 4,600 grams. Sorry, 3,600 grams. So on top of that, we have to add this mass of the box as well. So what is the total mass? The total mass is 3,600, and then we have to add 550. So what is the answer? Am I correct on this? Is the answer 4,150? Is the answer 4,150? Who got this correct answer? Raise your hand if your answer is correct. Correct? Right. All right. The letters, there's a printing mistake. It seems, letters of the word Colombo. Write all the elements of A in curly brackets. Write all the elements of A in curly brackets. So what are the letters? We have C, O, L, O, M, B, O. Right? One important thing that you need to know when it comes to the lesson set is we do not repeat the same element again and again. So we have to remove these O letters. Right? So C is you only have once, O is now only have once, L is once, and once. Right? So when we writing elements of a set, we have to use pair of curly brackets, and then we are separating the elements, right, using a comma mark. So how many elements are there in this set? We have 5 elements in this set. 3 and 5 and 2 and 1. Using these 4 digits only once, write the smallest 4-digit number divisible without write the smallest 4-digit number divisible by 4 without remainder, right? So without having any remainders, smallest possible 4-digit number, right? So let's put number 1 at the first place, and let me put number, I think we have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 at the end, 3, 5. 1352 should be the answer. Do we have any smaller number which is divisible by 4? Do we have any other smaller number which is divisible by 4? Any other answers? Kids, is there any other answers for you? Who got this answer correct for this question number 18? Whose answers are correct for this question 18? Raise your hand if your answer is correct. Yes, we have yes. All right. Very good. Very nice. Write the start date and the end date of 21st century in standard form. Puthe, how many years are there for a century? How many years are there for a century? Century is a time period of 100 years. What is a decade? Decade is a time period of 10 years. Decade is a time period of 10 years. Can you remember? So what is the starting date of 21st century? Right? It's 1st of January 2000. Right? So when you divide this 2000 by 100, answer is 20. So that means 20th century is gone, past. So the year is falling into 21st century. Right? So what is the start date of 21st century? 1st of January 2000. And end date of 21st century. What is the end date? What is the end date? This is the starting date, right? What is the end date of this 20th century? End date of 20th century. What is your answer? End date of 21st century. Who can give me the answer? Put your answer into the chat box quickly. Binul, good try, but that is not the answer. 2109? Right. What do you think? Kids, what's the answer for the last one? What do you think about this? May 2100, the year 2100, 1st of January 2100. What century that year belongs to? What century that year belongs to? 2100 is to 22nd century, right? 22nd century. This is the 22nd century starting date. This is the 22nd century starting date, 1st of January 2100. So what is the end date? 31st of December 2099. 31st of December 2099. Am I clear? May 31st of December 2099 is the end date of this year. Is the end date of this century. Sorry. Alright? Okay. Right. Last question. Moving on to the last question. Right. Question number 20. Asking us to write 20 as a product of prime numbers. 20 as a product of prime numbers. Puthe, can you remember what are prime numbers? Can you remember what are prime numbers? Right? Prime numbers are the numbers which are only having two different factors. Right? When it comes to number 2, factors of number 2, you can divide 2 by 1 without having any remainders. You can divide 2 by 2 without having any remainders. So this 1 and 2 are the factors of 2. When you consider 3, what are the factors of 3? 1 and 3. These are the factors of 3. So when it comes to 4, what are the factors of 4? 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 3 is a factor. So we have 3 factors for 4, right? Pute, prime numbers are the numbers which is only having 2 different factors. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number, 9 is not a prime number, 11 is a prime number. Alright, okay. So what we have to do now is we have to write 20 as product of its prime factors. Make 20 starting dividing from the smallest possible prime number 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 is again divisible by 2. Answer is 5. Dividing by what is the next possible prime number that you can divide 5 is 5. Right? So that is equals 1. So you have to divide up until you get number 1 at the end. Right? So 20 will be equals 2 into 5. These numbers will be given you the answer. So 2 times 5. So this is the answer. Alright. Okay. So we have completed 20 questions from year 2024 Western Province paper. And I hope these will be helpful for you to get good marks for your second term test.